a minute right now to put out a message to the guys who are watching as to what you see today as that responsibility, that interpretation of masculinity.
Yeah.
What would that be?
No, it's about treating another person, regardless of their gender, as you would like to be treated yourself. You know, I mean, it's really that simple. I mean, it's think of the other as equal. You know, respect sometimes can be a very weird word, because respect is something I genuinely feel that you have to earn. It's not a compulsory blind, you know what I mean, or a prerequisite. I mean, if somebody is, in your opinion, is not somebody who treats other people well, you don't have to respect that person.
Right.
You know, I mean, you can have lesser respect for that person because that person's not a good person.
Right.
But treating somebody as an equal, somebody that you don't, and especially people that you don't know, you know, because everything is so divided, whether it's status. We have so many in where we live, whether it's status, whether it's religion, whether it's caste, everything comes with its share of how someone should be treated depending on who they are and where they are in their life. You know?
Yeah.
So you're from a very young age constantly either in somewhere in the middle of this spectrum of feeling powerful or not, because maybe depending on where you are, where you're born, who you are, somebody is considered more powerful than you already, just by birth, you know, or then you're at the top of the food chain, because just by birth, you've done nothing, right? But you're just considered, and that's how you're treated. And that kind of stuff has to stop, because that gives you that feeling of entitlement then, you know, of feeling like, I mean, everything is for me. I'm the cat's whiskers, you know, or then you're in a place where you feel you have no power. So to exert some fake sense of power, you will trample upon people who you consider less powerful than you. That's what's going to happen. So, I mean, it's a matter of education. It's a matter of just changing social construct, I feel. Something has to change because we are weirdly enough born into power dynamics. We are born into a system that exists, which puts you in a place and either makes you a minority or makes you a this or makes you a that. You know what I mean? And then the world treats you accordingly. It has nothing to do with your character. It has nothing to do with merit. It has nothing to do with anything else. You will be looked at as a woman born in so-and-so home to so-and-so religion or to so-and-so caste, whose family is in this social demographic of employment.
Yeah.
That's your life. And you will always be recognized
by that.
By that. So when you have these things that everybody is born into, there will be a section that is resentful of it. Why wouldn't they be? And when you're resentful of something, I'm not justifying anything, so please don't get me wrong. But when you have this kind of resentment and you feel you have no power and you have nothing, at some point, maybe, and wrongfully so, there is going to be some degree of that steam blowing. It's going to happen.
Police.
You know? And I don't know. So sometimes it manifests in these horrible ways. And sometimes it will manifest in someone breaking out and doing something amazing.
Yeah.
You know, that can also happen. But it's a very weird, I feel it's just a weird setup. Like, you are not equal by birth. So, I mean, we should throw that fantasy out of the window that everybody is born equal or nobody's born equal. You're not, because you're not perceived to be.
Oh, yeah.
And that creates serious problems. It really does.
You're a girl dad.
Yeah.
2 daughters.
Yes.
Is that a daunting thing? You're raising your daughters, you know, in such a drastically imperfect and unsafe world.
Yeah. You know, I mean, unfortunately, the world has always been unsafe and more unsafe for women than it has been for men. There should be no reason for a woman to worry about working somewhere, traveling to work and traveling back, going out at night to meeting some friends, they should not have to worry about this. Like, no guy worries about it.
Yeah.
You don't. I mean, the thing that most guys worry about are their families. Don't drink and drive. You'll get those are the worries. You're not worried about something is going to happen to you.
Yeah.
And if something happens to you, you'll get robbed. Someone will come and
Worst
rob your
case.
watch,
Yeah.
or take your wallet and beat you over the head with something. But this is a different kind of fear to like have to live with. And it's seriously unfair.
Yeah.
So I mean, on that level, of course, I mean, I think any parent is always somewhere in the back of their head worried, about if could something happen to my daughter, could something happen to my best friend, who's a girl. It doesn't have to be your immediate like kind of family, but I mean, it is. So I'm no different when it comes to that.
Actually, as women, there's always this, but if I go there and if I come back, there's that one piece of road on which there's no street light that I
Right.
will have to walk down.
Yeah.
And that's enough
Yeah,
to
yeah, of
cancel
course.
the plan.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to walk down that one
Yeah.
street
Yeah.
by myself.
Or unless somebody comes and drops me back.
And you
Yeah.
never want to be that person to,
Yeah,
have someone.
No,
go
I
down
can
and just-
understand. It's horrible.
I think of this entire country, and I've lived in a lot of cities, Mumbai/Bombay offers the most comfort. And I call it comfort because there's always a sense in your head of whether or not you're safe.
Yeah.
But the further you go into different cities, into semi-rural and rural India, it gets worse and worse. There are girls who don't go to school, don't go to college because it's too far away.
Yeah, I mean, I think just probably being the most bustling metropolitan, cosmopolitan
People are
city.
always on the
Yeah, so I
street,
mean, there's this. I mean, it is. I mean, I've heard this from almost all my female friends. That they probably feel safest in Mumbai. But I mean, again, I mean, it's. I don't know. It should not be a consideration. Yeah, you shouldn't have to like pick, things like this.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate. It's really sad. And I mean, I genuinely, I mean, like, given again what's happened now, you feel at a loss. You don't know what can be done. You don't know how someone is going to put an end to it.
Yeah.
There won't be an end to it. We were just talking earlier. I mean, there's always going to be sociopaths out there. There's always going to be deviants out there. There's always going to be perverted minds out there. But what is if there is no fear of committing a crime stopping them? How is it going to stop?
Yeah.
Because I genuinely have started believing that it's only the fear of the whip that can stop that.
The fear of getting caught and getting punished.
Yeah, I mean, it's that.
In fact, when a case like this happens, my deepest fear is that we will move on from the news cycle without actioning any change. I mean, I personally dislike using the word nirbhaya because none of us are without fear.
Yeah,
All
of course.
women live in fear, but there was actual real change that happened. The laws were rewritten.
Yeah.
They were made more stringent. But here we are again, and I feel that every time the news cycle moves
Yeah.
away from a story without actioning change, we've actually defeated that purpose. This person has been lost in vain.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that worries me deeply.